What's up, y'all? It's your girl Aubrey, back with another Aubrey's Learning Corner. Whoop whoop! So, today we are in the subject biology. Me personally, I love biology. And today's topic is the circulatory system. Now, personally, I'm excited to learn about this because the circulatory system is all about the heart. Let's start reading. The circulatory system carries blood throughout the body. Blood circulates continuously in and out of the heart, throughout the body, and back to the heart again to start another cycle. The circulatory system consists of three main parts: the heart, the blood vessels, arteries, arterioles, capillaries, venules, and veins, and finally, the blood. Functions of the circulatory system: supplies the cells of body with food and oxygen, carries carbon dioxide and other wastes away from the cells, helps regulate body temperature, carries substances that protect the body from disease, and transports chemical substances called hormones, which help regulate the activities of various parts of the body. Very cool. The heart. The heart is a bunch of muscles. It's about the size of a fist and weighing less than a pound. It beats continuously throughout a person's lifetime. Its only pause is the fraction of a second between heartbeats. So your heartbeat is always like consistently like boom, 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 you know? So it's like a drum, like boom, 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 boom. And every single like heartbeat is a pump of blood, which is honestly very cool to me. It contracts and dilates at an average of 72 beats a minute, each cardiac cycle lasting about 0.85 seconds. It adds up to about 100,000 times a day, or nearly 40 million times a year. Wow. It pumps so steadily and powerfully that it forces 10 pints of blood per minute through 1,000 complete circuits. Whew, that's crazy. It amounts to 5,000 to 6,000 quarts of blood in a single day. The structure of the heart. The heart has four chambers. The upper left and right atria are the receiving chambers, while the lower left and right ventricles are the pumping chambers. Each atrium is separated from the ventricle beneath it by a valve. A wall of muscle called a septum separates the left and the right side of the heart. The flow of blood. In a healthy heart, blood cannot pass through the system from one side to the other, but moves by the way of lungs, which are considered part of the respiratory system. Blood flows from the right atrium down into the right ventricle, which forces blood into the lungs via the pulmonary artery. From the lungs, now oxygenated, are back to the left atrium, down into the left ventricle. From the left ventricle out to the body via the aorta or great artery. From the aorta out to the arteries, arterioles, and a vast network of capillaries. It's actually very cool. Now, let's keep reading. The blood. The blood has four main components: plasma, red blood cells, or erythrocytes, white blood cells, or leukocytes, and platelets, or thrombocytes. That's really cool. Plasma makes up 55% of a person's blood. It's a straw-colored liquid that consists of 92% water. The remaining 8% contains nutrients, special inorganic materials, proteins, antibodies, and hormones. Red blood cells are shaped like discs and outnumber white blood cells 700 to 1. They carry oxygen from the lungs to all parts of the body and carry off waste carbon dioxide. Red blood cells live for about 3 to 4 months, being replaced by new recruits sent into the bloodstream from bone marrow, where they are manufactured. It's really cool. White blood cells protect the body against invasion of toxic organisms by engulfing and destroying them. Platelets, which are tiny flat fragments of cells, are vital in producing coagulation or blood clotting. Oh, that's really cool. So what I'm thinking right now is, you know, like when you're bleeding, like you get a cut or something, and it's bleeding for a minute, but then it stops bleeding. You'd expect blood, like you're like, blood's thin, it'll probably just like continue bleeding for a while, right? No, because of the platelets, that helps the blood clot up and create a scab. See what I did there? That's awesome. I'm just smart like that, guys. Okay, anyways, let's keep reading. The blood vessels. The blood vessels form a complicated system of connecting tubes throughout the body. There are three major types of these vessels. Arteries carry blood from the heart, and veins return blood to the heart. and capillaries are extremely narrow vessels that connect the arteries and the veins. Capillaries are smaller in diameter than a hair. This is a bunch of hairs, but let me see. So basically capillaries are smaller than this. See, you can't even see it. Right. And it's broken. Okay, anyways, so capillaries are smaller than a hair. Take one strand of your hair right now and look at that, and imagine something smaller than that. I could not imagine. Now, let's keep reading. The lymphatic system. Lymphatic system is sometimes considered a part of the circulatory system. It consists of a network of small vessels that return fluid from body tissue to the bloodstream. The lymphatic system, lymph capillaries, lacteals, lymph nodes, lymph vessels, and the main lymphatic ducts, thoracic and right lymphatic ducts. Lymph is a pale, watery fluid that helps oxygen, nutrients, and waste pass between the capillaries and the body cells. The body contains about 2 gallons, or 7.5 liters, of lymph. The lymph nodes, scattered along the lymph route, are cell manufacturing factories that produce lymphocytes. Lymphocytes act as filters to keep bacteria from entering the bloodstream. Lymphocytes normally number from 20 to 50% of all white cells. The lymphatic system includes all of the structures that carry lymph from the tissues to the blood. Okay, so that is all we have for today, learning about the circulatory system, but it's really interesting learning about your heart and all of the things inside of your heart. Now with that, it's cool to be a nerd. Nerds are smart. They learn so much just like you and I do on Aubrey's Learning Corner. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye. Smaller than a hair. 8.